Alright, what's up y'all? So in today's video, I'll be going down a list of my friends' setups, and I'm also going to be giving them tips on how to fix their setup. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video, guys. So this first setup is by my boy Matthew. First thing I gotta say, it is super cluttered. But what I'll do is get a bigger table, like one of the ones on the screen. Then you need monitor mounts, bro, because those two monitors are too much. Listen, Matthew, if you need a dual monitor arm, hit me up and we can talk about my other monitor mounts. Anyway, your setup is two different colors, white and black. You need to stick with one color, man, either black or white. Then your cable management, I can see a couple of cables laying around. On Amazon, there are cable management trays for about 20 bucks, so you'll clamp it to under your table and throw the cables under there. Then last but not least, the mouse pad is super tiny. But we already talked about this, guys. He'll be buying one of my mouse pads. Don't worry, but that's about it. Alright, next is my boy Nick, and here is his setup. First thing I noticed, the cable management is terrible. Bro, you need to hide all those cables. To your right, I see a monitor. You should probably plug it into your PC. But it does look like a bit on the older side of monitors, so at this point, just get a whole new monitor. Like I said in the last one, nothing matches. You got teal LEDs in the keyboard, blue LEDs in the mouse, and green on the PC computer keyboard. So you might want to change that. Next is your table, my guy. It's a glass table. You should get a better and sturdier table, like a black or white table from Amazon. Now I'm looking at the mouse pad, and bro, try to get a better mouse pad. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to look, but it looks super worn out and thin. So try to get a better mouse pad from like gianlucas or something. Third setup here is Lucas, and right off the bat, I see the famous Fortnite duo, the Apex Pro TKL and the G Pro. But like the last setup, there's a lot of cables, so you need to fix that by also getting a cable rack. And bro, why is your PC on the floor? The PC is supposed to be on your table for a nice and beautiful display. But you look like you don't have enough space for the PC because of the PS5. And since I know you barely use that, you'll have to take that off and move the stuff on your table to the left and put the PC on the right. And rocking a single monitor, it's okay to use the default stand, but your table is a bit on the smaller side, so you'll need to get a monitor arm. And you're gonna need a full-size mouse pad, because bro, that mouse pad is so small, dog. So Gutsy would be a good mouse pad. Lastly, just probably get a bigger table. Alright, we have Frankie set up. So the first thing I'd like to say is I see no cables. I'm proud, but I'm not sure if you can see them under the table or not, because he took a top desk POV, but it's fine. And I like how there is a lot of personalization with the cereal boxes and the flag with the headset behind the monitor. But come on, bro, why do you have a RGB mouse pad? Get a better one, and that's also bigger. But I do like how your setup is very themed besides the keyboard. The case is white with black some keycaps. So what I'll do is switch the board or like spray paint it, but I like it. It's plain and simple. Next, we got my dual colins setup. What I also like about this setup, it has a lot of personalization. Just like Frankie's setup, it has the Reese's Puffs box. I see a Ghost Energy. I see Foxy from FNAF. I see some little fucking plushie under the monitor. I don't know what the hell it is. I think that's an Atrix TKL keyboard. I'm not sure. The mouse, I don't know what it is. I see a JBL speaker. I'm not sure if that's to connect it to his like gameplay or just for like music or something. It's very plain and simple. I recommend he gets a like better table. This table just doesn't look like a gaming type of table. It looks more of like an office type table. But the mouse pad just looks like small, doesn't look like it's comfortable or anything. So I just recommend getting a better mouse pad and just probably like RGB or something, and that's it. Next, we got my boy Exotic setup. That boy is using a PC laptop. I like how the RGB on the laptop and the mouse is the same, but the keyboard isn't. And another thing I want to point out is that the keyboard is membrane. Why the fuck you have a membrane keyboard? Anyways, he does have a kitchen setup, so he does have potential, but not in the kitchen. So I recommend like you get a table, put it in your room, put your setup there. But what I will tell you to do, get a monitor, add that, use that, get another keyboard, make sure it's mechanical, maybe like 60 to 80%, depending on what you like. Get a boom arm for that mic sitting right there. That mouse pad, I actually had that same mouse pad, pretty comfortable, pretty big, but I recommend get like a better designed one. It gets kind of boring over time, so that's really it for his setup. There's a fucking bottle of hot sauce to the right. I don't know why, but on to the next. Next is my boy Paulos setup. So as you can see, his monitors are elevated. I hate this design for some reason, but if that's what's comfortable for him, it's what's comfortable for him. It's matching pretty well. What I'm gonna say is there's a lot of cables. You need to fix that. Drop the cables to the back of the table. Get a cable rack, put it under, throw the cables on it. The mouse does not match. The keyboard is one LED color. I think that's like a greenish yellow. I can't see. And the mouse has RGB, different colors. That little box to the left is actually his PC. So that's the only thing I'm gonna tell you to do. I'm gonna recommend you upgrade that PC and your monitor too. So, because if you get a new PC, that's gonna run way better than what you have now. You need a better monitor. But since you have two right now, I recommend you get a monitor stand for both of those, and then you connect your mini PC to both of the monitors. Clean up a bit because there's a lot of pencils, pens, and stuff around, and cables. Like I said, I can't really see your mouse pad, but I know exactly what mouse pad it is. If you guys want to know, it's on the screen. But yeah, that's really it. Just need to clean it up, monitor mounts, get a mouse that matches, and yeah, on to the next. So this is Gianlucas' setup. The first thing I'm noticing is everything is on theme but the mouse pad. So what I'm gonna have you do is get a red and black mouse pad. You can pick either this one from Amazon or this one from Gutsy Aiden. But I do like how the LEDs on the keyboard and the mouse is matching. I see your table is kind of chipping away, so you might want to get a new one of those soon. Since you are on a PC, I recommend you run dual monitors, but it's up to you. You have two controllers. I like how that controller is also red, so it matches really well. The only thing I'm really going to tell you to do is change your mouse pad. I don't know what headphones those are. I can barely see it. I know those are two Xbox controllers though. Red control freaks. Everything is basically on the red theme, but the mouse pad. So on to the next setup. This is my boy Waxy setup. First thing I'm gonna say is, why is there a big fat screen on the right side? But anyways, first thing I would do is move your PC from the ground and replace it where that PS5 is. And then I can see your cables. So what you're gonna do is route your cables to the back, and you're also gonna get a cable managing rag. I recommend you get a bigger mouse pad. That shit looks small. That big old screen on the side, you should probably put it somewhere else. I doubt that's a monitor, so probably put that TV somewhere else. Probably get like a TV mount for your room, and then get like another table, because L desks. I see you do have a Stream Deck. Not sure what that's useful for. I can't tell what that thing is. I think that's a mic. I don't even know what it is. But yeah. Next is my boy AJ's setup. So he's currently playing on a laptop with a keyboard and mouse connected to it. I think that keyboard is a Red Dragon K552. The mouse, I'm not sure what it is. I do see the Steel Series mouse pad. I recommend you get a bigger mouse pad. That shit is small as fuck. He has a second monitor. I low-key recommend you use that second monitor as your main monitor to play. It's dark as fuck, so I can't even see any of your cables but the keyboard one. So yeah, that's all I have. This is my boy Jalen right here. So this picture's not as good, so I can't really see anything, but everything's on theme, black and RGB, very plain, very simple. I like it. Alright y'all, that was the end of this video. Those were all my friends' setups. Let me know which one you like in the comments.